It's an area where change has been a constant, once home to the Huguenots, a Jewish community, and more recently, Bangladeshi residents. And with gentrification, it now boasts boutique shops, a thriving nightlife, and hipster chic. Now some locals want to make a further change with the creation of a new hyper-local town council within the borough of Tower Hamlets.
We've done a massive amount of research. We know more about the local area than the local council does. We know what people want. We know what they're asking for, and we also know what they don't get through the current system. That's the difference. We've got 12 people concentrating on this area, not concentrating on political positions, cabinet members and all that nonsense, actually concentrating on the area and the people who live here.
The proposed new town council would serve around 8,000 residents living here in Spitalfields and Banglatown. It would have limited powers to deal with issues like litter, bin collections, broken pavements and improving green spaces. Town or parish councils haven't existed in the capital for almost 80 years.
This could be a model that could open up local democracy across London, because the borough system has been in place now for 50 years, and they are essentially impregnable castles that only the Labour Party and the Conservative Party, and if you're very posh, the Liberal Democrat Party, can actually get into. And honest, altruistic people who just want to help their local neighbourhood and make things better are locked out.
This is people from the neighbourhood saying, I care about this, I want to do something about it.
Well,
we
it's
care about
sorting issues out rather than political expression. I mean, the point is that the political expression is getting in the way of sorting out the issues.
Yeah, I would agree there, yeah.
I think people in Tower Hamlets have had quite enough of political expression in the last few years. And in fact, you know, we live here, this is our home, and all we want to do is make our lives and have better lives.
A new town council for the area would be funded by a small precept on existing council tax and a percentage of money that property developers pay towards local improvements. But the idea is opposed by some Labour borough councillors.
The promise is that if you set up a town council, you can do all of these things to support the community. Well, actually, town councils don't have the powers to do that. It sits with the borough council. So actually, you're putting an increase in council tax to be able to do very few things locally.
Queen's Park Community Council in Westminster is currently the only example of a town or parish council in London. So why aren't there more of this type of local council in the capital?
Because it's extremely hard work to set up a council. It was a very long and slow process, and they're the reasons I think they don't get set up. It should be made easier because they're worthwhile. It's a really important thing to do. I mean, we bring in not far short of 200,000 a year to a very poor community, and that £200,000 would not be here without us.
Word on the streets of Spitalfields was broadly in favour.
I think the smaller the community, the more the residents and those involved in the community can have an impact on it.
But I think it would be a very good idea because it's going to bring the community together.
It's just a way to kind of get the community involved in things on a smaller level, which is a little bit more realistic.
I think it would work better for people. They won't feel so intimidated when they go to these big councils.
So will a new local body give residents a greater voice or create another level of bureaucracy? Ultimately, Tower Hamlets Borough councillors will decide whether to have a new town council for this vibrant and distinct part of the capital.